this is Possessed Robot coming to you with another test server video. Test server 4.3 on September 9th, Sunday, 2018. This video is also for Pixonic. Right now I am in a battle with King of the Hill battle, actually. I never got the chance to say my input with that test server because my connection got shot and I was never able to tell Pixonic my opinion on King of the Hill. What do I think of King of the Hill on that test server? I thought it was good, but it reminded me too much of Domination. I liked the idea that the beacons were unpredictable. You didn't know where they were going to end up, and that you get damage points for attacking the opponent's robots, but it also felt too much like Domination. I like the fact that when you go to capture the beacons, they fill out the beacon bar. That I wasn't paying attention to until this battle right here. My idea on King of the Hill is this. I think damage points should be when either a blue or a red player is in the beacon ring, and they're both, one is on the inside, one is on the outside, and they're both attacking each other, and they get damage for it. If a red or blue player is outside the ring, either side, and they're attacking each other outside the ring, they don't get damage points. But if there's anybody in the beacon ring and they're attacking each other, they get damage points. If one is outside and one's on the inside, they get damage points. If nobody's in the beacon ring, then they don't get anything. I don't care where they are on the map. If neither one is in the beacon ring, then they don't get damage points. They don't get beacon points. Yet, thereby calling it King of the Hill, fighting for the beacon, fighting for damage points within the beacon ring. But somebody has to be in the beacon ring, thereby fighting for the beacon with everything they've got. Just like in King of the Hill, someone's on the top of the hill, you got warriors coming up to take who's ever on top out. So they're fighting on top just to be King of the Hill. Well, if they're playing in this game, King of the Hill, they should be fighting for the beacon. Not necessarily earning beacon points, but earning damage points around the beacon, within the beacon, thereby doing everything they can to protect that beacon. Fighting for the beacon. Not actually fighting anywhere else. I mean, if they're going to fight anywhere else, they don't get points. But if you're just having it where they capture the beacon and the beacon bar fills up and you're fighting each other everywhere on the battlefield, it just feels too much like Domination. Who wants that? It's so boring. But I'm glad that they actually, Pixonic did add beacon bar while everybody fights. I mean, this idea is okay, but I think my idea is better. fighting for the beacon, earning damage points within the beacon, and not earning any damage points outside the beacon ring. It just forces players to fight for that beacon. That's my take on it. Whether you like the idea or hate it, that's just my idea, my input. Now, as far as this battle is concerned, what do I think about this test server itself? This Sunday, I'd say the damage resistance doesn't really seem all that much different than the other. I don't see anything different. Sorry, I just don't think it's worked. I think it's whatever this new system's supposed to be. I just don't see anything different. Rhino's still getting his butt kicked. Carnage is still getting his butt kicked. The light robots like Gepard and Destria and all them still getting their butts kicked. Weapons are still too powerful in some robots like Shock Train. Now the battle coming up, in this last one and in this battle, I was showing the Trident. My take on Trident. I love the reload button, the new reload button, like Columbus and Pin. It's awesome. What do I think about the look? Well, it's okay, but I'd prefer to see the missiles being reloaded in the machine itself. It's actually much more funner that way. But it is what it is. Now, as far as the damage part is concerned, when it comes to Trident, it needs to have a buff, a major buff, just like Carnage does. I think this weapon is still too weak, and here I have it on Raijin. You're going to see some interesting footage I have, both with my Raijin and my Wayland in this battle, and it's some good shots too, especially my Wayland. This weapon is way too weak, and if this is supposed to be damage resistance or damage fixing, whatever it is supposed to be called, I don't see any difference. Sorry, I've got a nasty cough sometimes. Having a cup of coffee. Clear my throat. Check this out. I wasn't able to get a good shot and the reload. Well, now, if Pixonic is watching this, and I hope they are, here's my question for you. How can any heavy weapon on a robot be considered heavy damage or a heavy weapon if it doesn't do heavy damage? I don't care if it's short range, mid range, or long range. Heavy weapons are supposed to do heavy damage, right? So why doesn't this weapon do heavy damage? If you're gonna fix anything on this weapon other than the reload, who cares about its appearance? If it doesn't do a decent amount of damage, what's the point? In this whole damage resistance or whatever, that whole chart that Manny was talking about in his video on Saturday, that chart he showed, I didn't understand it much. I tested it out this Sunday today on this test server, and I didn't see any difference. So I don't know what was going on, but here I am with a Wayland with some good footage, about to attack a Bulgazari with Trident. As you can see, I didn't do much damage. I know that's not because of the damage resistance. That's actually because of Trident not being strong enough. How do I know? Sunday I did a test server video and it was the same amount of damage. You'll see it in my video I did from yesterday. Now you would think putting 2 Trident on a Wayland would be a really bad idea considering they do such little damage, but my teammates were busy keeping them busy, my opponents busy, while I was trying to find a good place to shoot. But anyway, we may have lost. Anyway, that's my take. Hope you leave a like and please do subscribe, and I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.